Hi Aquarius, welcome to your July monthly reading. Breathe. You guys feeling like you can't breathe? Huh. Okay. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Aquarius, and cross watchers. We are welcoming here on the channel. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you are new, welcome. So, July. Whew. June has been a month and a half, I will tell you. I have been feeling it. Maybe you guys have felt like you're running a marathon. You're trying to catch your breath. I feel very out of breath. Interesting. So let's see what's going on. I am doing your main spread with Tarot de la Nuit, Tarot of the Night, and clarifying with the Witch's Tarot. And I have my Feeling Yourself reading cards, Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle, and a Halloween Oracle deck. So I am pulling some Halloween-y type energy, not dark energy. No, light energies only, but very much feeling kind of gothic. We'll see. Maybe it's something's coming about between now and Halloween, or maybe this energy is playing out between now and Halloween. Something about Halloween. So here we go. So this is general. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, as always. And gender is neutral. If I say he or she, it's just because of the energy of like a king or a queen, or maybe the depiction on the card, or I'm talking about the divine masculine or feminine. Doesn't matter. Take it if it resonates for you, no matter how you identify. And my cat is trying to get into my cupboards. I'm not really sure why. So sorry if you can hear him banging around. Sometimes he's successful. He can open the cabinets. I don't know. He's rotten. But whenever he makes his presence known in a video, I take it as a good omen. So here we go. Let's see what's going on. One more shuffle. We'll get into it. Nope. One more. All right. Aquarius. All right. Knight of Swords in reverse. So, could be you guys showing up in your own reading with it being a court card. Or you could be dealing with another air sign, another Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. The Fool, the Empress, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands, all upright. So, okay. The Fool, she's beautiful. I love this card. This is all about starting something new, a new adventure, whatever that means for you. So, yay, that's always fun. The Empress right in the middle. So she is all of the queens combined. She is typically depicted as pregnant, just for that nurturing maternal kind of energy. Goes well, birthing something. So the Fool, that goes well together. The Eight of Pentacles, doing the work. And I love this depiction, not just because I'm a former dancer, but I spent ages 6 through 21 in a dance studio. So, the Eight of Pentacles here, doing the work. See how she is sitting on top of a book? Dancers put in long hours and a lot of effort into perfecting their skills. So that could be you as well. You are putting in long hours to, maybe you're putting in long hours at work. Maybe you're just putting in a lot of effort into honing a skill. Maybe you're going back to school and studying, expanding your skill set. So whatever that means for you, that's fantastic. My nose is starting to itch. Here we go. Okay. Usually that means I'm on the nose. Four of Wands at the end. Beautiful. So this depiction is not, that's one of the things I love about this deck. These depictions are not totally conducive to traditional tarot. So with the Four of Wands, that's typically, you have the huppah, like in a Jewish wedding, where you have the 4 pillars and then the cloth roof for like marriage and celebration. It's also like the May Day card, not May Day, danger, but like May Day, as in the celebration in May. So it's a celebratory card. It's also divine union, twin flame, whatever you want to call it, marriage, happiness. So we'll see what comes out. He is being absolutely rotten. Right. So no, my house is not falling down, thank you God. It's just the cat being nosy, like cats are, trying to get into the cupboards. I don't know. Time check. It's not quite dinner time, but you know, cats gotta eat too. Pretty sure you can wait, sir. It's not like he doesn't have kibble. But he's making his presence known. So there you go. All right, let's clarify. Oh no, one more. Okay. Okay. So this Knight of Swords in reverse. So Knights, all about action. So he's the fastest moving knight in the deck, and I just say he because it is a male depiction. He's got a wolf with him. So in reverse. Might not be taking such swift action right now. Might not be feeling very inspired to do so. Four of Swords in reverse. So that's kind of conflicting energy. Let's see what else comes out, shall we? The Four of Swords, when it's upright, looks like this. So this is usually about like taking a time out. So like this deck doesn't follow all traditions. This card is typically somebody like laid out, they're meditating or sleeping, they've got 4 swords around them. That's what it's about. Taking a time out, taking a step back, thinking about it, just taking a break. She looks more action oriented. So in reverse, that's what typically it would be a little more action oriented, stepping out from the shadows. So maybe it is time to just kind of chill and think about it, since the depiction on the card's a little bit different than the traditional meeting. Let's see what else comes out before I intuitively interpret it that way. Knight of Swords upright, 2 of Wands, 10 of Wands, High Priest, 4 of Cups in reverse. One more. That's a lot of cards. Justice in reverse. So now we have the Knight of Swords upright. So that is what it's about. It's about time to take action. Though you might not feel like it right now, it is time. 2 of Wands, you're making a choice. Yep, you are making a choice. You might have 2 options. You might have more than 2 options, but one might mean one thing, one might mean another. Either way, you're making a choice because you're done. You're carrying a heavy burden. This choice might be a burden. We don't always have black and white choices. Rarely do we have black and white choices, right? So you might be carrying around this burden of feeling like, I'm not ready to move because I don't know which way to go. And you need to lighten your load. So if you need to enlist some help from somebody or some people or a group of people, just get someone else to take a look at the situation and give you some unbiased advice. It's always a good thing. Yeah. So this is the Hierophant in traditional tarot. A teacher, a mentor, a learned person, a scholar. So it could be a therapist, it could be a mentor, it could be a clergy, it could be somebody like me who reads tarot, does light work, whatever. is your affiliation with someone of that kind of energy. Four of Cups in reverse. So, yep, again, this is stagnant energy when it's upright. And then in reverse, we're moving forward. We're getting out of that. When it's upright, it's more apathetic. And this time you're coming out of that apathy feeling and more like, all right, it's time to move. And then Justice in reverse. So, upright, fair and balanced, with the scales, and then inspired action and truth with the sword of truth there. Also karma and marriage. So you could be leaving a situation, you could be getting a divorce, or you could, because with the inspired action here with the Knight of Swords upright and the Hierophant and the Two of Wands, this could be what this is. It's also about karma. So you might be feeling stuck in your situation. You might feel like you don't want to upset karma since it's in reverse. Whenever we honor our soul, everything's fine. Because our souls will never lead us in the wrong direction. Always for the highest and greatest good. No need to fear. The Fool, yep, you're moving on. You're starting something new. Ooh, all right. Okay, it's general reading, just remember. We got some conflicting energy again. So the Five of Wands. I always say my son would love this card because he loves dragons. This is about sparring. So not necessarily fighting, but just kind of like bickering, being at each other's throats a little bit. So that might have been what caused you to move in a new direction. Or if you've decided to move in a new direction, there could be a little bit of back and forth. The Wheel. So this is divine timing and it's in reverse. So when it's upright, it's about things turning and moving forward. So pump the brakes. It's also things not necessarily moving the way that you want them to. And Six of Cups. Someone from the past. Could also be inner child healing. Could be that you need to be more playful. Take it how it resonates. With the Fool, you could be getting divorced and going back to somebody, which is why the Wheel's in reverse. Could be moving backwards. You could be moving backwards. And then Karma in reverse. Again, this is Judgment. Sorry. So, right side up, upside down. So with Judgment in reverse, you might not be listening to your inner wisdom. It's about hearing the call, which is why the Knight of Swords overall is in reverse. You might not be listening to yourself. So definitely start doing that so everything can move forward appropriately. The Empress. Five of Cups in reverse. Page. Okay. So the Five of Cups, that's the mourning card. M-O-U-R. Mourning. Grief. So in reverse, that's a great thing. No longer feeling the need to mourn. See how the Three Cups at the bottom are spilled over, but there's two that are upright? 3 and 2 is 5. So the Three of Cups could be cheating because it's cups and emotions, but usually it's just not a reason to celebrate, not feeling celebratory, not feeling great about whatever's going on. And then, but those are spilled over. That's why I say, just not feeling great. But the Two of Cups is upright. So the Two of Cups, all about relationships and partnerships. So that's good. You're happy about that. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Upright. Pages are messengers. So the Page of Pentacles could be a younger earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, could have a child in that range. But the Page of Pentacles in reverse, so their pages are messengers. So there's a message that's coming in a little faster than it would be. Pentacles are very slow. So we're going to flip it upside down. And that message, that's probably why your Five of Cups is in reverse too. You're hearing what you want to hear, and you're getting the messages that you need, because we're progressing, right? So maybe you weren't listening to your inner self, and then you started to, and you're getting the messages now, and things are starting to flow towards the Nine of Pentacles. Beautiful. She is independent. She is a boss babe. She does her own thing. She takes care of herself, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. She takes care of herself. Self-care as well. So that is really beautiful. Eight of Pentacles, doing the work. Oh, yep. Okay. Yep, one more. Oh, okay. So what did I just say? Two of Cups, what? You're doing the work. So this is a partnership. Could be romantic, could be a friendship, could be a business partner. But when it's Cups, it's heart-centered, and it's it could be a friendship that turns into a business partnership. So you're doing the work, and it's showing. And once again, the Empress upright. That's awesome. So if this is a relationship, you could enter into this relationship and become pregnant, very maternal, or you could become a mother figure in some way. Queen of Wands in reverse. So this is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. But in reverse, so her energy, so you could be leaving a fire sign back here and moving forward with someone else. Her energy is, she's very passionate and inspiring and dynamic and powerful. So when you put her in reverse, she's a bit softer. Nothing wrong with that. Knight of Cups. So this could be a Cups. Why did I say Cups? Hey, Knight of Cups, maybe. Pentacles. Otherwise, we're just going to blame Mercury retrograde. So the Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving knight, methodical. So again, could be an earth sign, but in general, the energy is just that of someone who's just kind of, a little bit at a time, not in a hurry, very centered, very grounded, but you have to be careful not to get stuck. And then the Page of Cups. So water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So we got everybody here. Like I said, everybody's welcome here on the channel. And the Page is someone who's younger. Could be a new relationship. Could be somebody who's a little less mature with their emotions, maybe hasn't really been involved a lot with a lot of people. So they're not very experienced in relationships. Or it could be back with the Six of Cups, it could just be more of like a childhood love coming forward. And the Four of Wands. Okay, the Emperor. So I want you guys to see something. The Emperor and the Empress. This is divine counterparts. Especially with major arcana, they are the divine counterparts. Ultimate soulmates, the one, twin flame, whatever label you put on it. That's this energy. So if this is a relationship reading for you, listen closely. And with that Four of Wands, that's gorgeous. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords in reverse, King of Pentacles, Lovers. Yep, inspired action. I love that butterfly. A new beginning, passionate new beginning. So you might have felt a bit stagnant before, and now, here we go. It's coming. Ace of Swords in reverse. So when it's upright, it looks like this. All about inspired action, divine inspiration, the Sword of Truth. So in reverse, I wouldn't worry too much about that, because it's, to me, in this particular set of cards, it's saying that it's not, sometimes we got to make a choice from the heart rather than the head, right? It might not be the logical choice for you. People might be like, oh my gosh, you left a totally great, on paper, on Facebook, on social media. It looked great to people, but it's not the logical choice. When the hell is love logical? It isn't. So now you're taking that, here we go, nose is itching, yep, on the nose. So now we're taking the divine inspired action, passion. Instead of our heads, we're now in our hearts. King of Pentacles upright, so again, an earth sign. But this is also the energy of somebody. It goes really well with, whoa, the Emperor. The Emperor, as the Empress is all the queens, the Emperor is all the kings. So very balanced, very fair, very judicious, paternal, all of the good qualities, because he's upright, of the father figure. So here we go. He's very stable. He's a leader in his field. He works hard for what he has. You just have to be careful not to be a workaholic. But since he's upright, I'm going to say, though he might be slightly more focused on money than the other kings, it's for the greatest good. It's to make sure that everybody's provided for. Which is ultimately what you want, right? And here we go. Lovers. Again, major arcana, the Union. So there you go. You have the Emperor, the Empress, and the Lovers. If this is a relationship reading for you, holy crap, guys. Holy crap. All right. Let's see. Union could be imminent. Let's see what the Oracle of the House of Knights has to say. Whoa. It's jumpy. It wants to talk. Okay. What you got for Aquarius? Deceit. Be careful. The Grove. Oh, how beautiful. And reminder. Okay. So deceit. 3 and 8. So it's 38. 3 and 8 is 11. Typically we don't reduce 11 because it's a divine number, but 1 and 1 is 2. So just be careful. If this is a relationship for you of any kind, be careful not to let deception come in, and not to be deceived, so to speak, by appearances. Let's see what the guidebook says. They're calling me to the guidebook. Sometimes it's nice to grab the guidebook, even when you're intuitively reading, just because there might be a word that jumps out. Okay, so when making your choices, be very careful about your motives. So I think that goes back to this Two of Wands energy. don't be too much up in your head, but just be careful of your choices, that it's not, that no one's getting hurt, that it's really for you. Don't betray yourself. Don't stay in a bad situation just because it seems logical. That's why the Ace of Swords is in reverse. Yeah, that's pretty much what they're saying. So when I was flipping through, it also went to Grove, so I'll read that one next. But yeah, so just be careful of deceptive behavior on anybody's part in all of this. Always cross your T's and dot your I's. Aquarius, you're pretty darn good at that. So I'm not too concerned for you. So here's the Grove. Beautiful card. It's number 21. 2 and 1 is 3. There's a kitty. Yeah, kitty cat. A kitty cat on. So again, with my cat making all the noise. So Nyx, the goddess of night, invites you to heal your wounds and mend your heart. So you could be making an apology to anyone who you feel like you may have harmed in the past. The Sacred Grove heals all aches and pains, especially a heart that has been wounded. So even though we didn't get the 3 of Swords, this card, when I picked it up, it reminded me of when I go into meditation, and anytime that I'm having a really hard time, I go to my sacred space. In my sacred space, I walk through a forest, and it opens up to a meadow, and it has a waterfall and a bench and beautiful flowers and butterflies, and it can be whatever it is for you. So go to your sacred grove. If you need help making a choice, go to your sacred grove and talk to your higher self, spirit guides, angels, ascended masters, departed loved ones, whomever it is that you trust, that is of God's divine white light and without ego. Oh, there's the deceit. Get out of ego. Because our egos can be very deceptive. They could keep us trapped in the logical situation because it serves our ego in some way. It looks good. We have a trophy wife or husband. We have a fantastic job that pays a lot of money, or it looks really good on paper, makes me look good to the rest of the world. You know, whatever it is, our egos can deceive us into not following our soul's path. And our souls never, ever steer us wrong, because our souls know why we came to earth. Our souls know why we're here, what we want to accomplish while we're here. So it's serving as a reminder to stay on that path. So go to your sacred grove, remember why you're here and what you're doing and what you want to accomplish. And remember that we're all deserving of the very best things that life on earth can offer us. So if that means leaving a situation that looks good or feeds our egos, then so be it. Because ultimately we have to be happy. If we're not happy, how can anyone else in our lives be happy? How can our kids be happy if we're not happy? One of the reasons I chose to get divorced 11 years ago. I'm not happy. And if we're not happy, no one's happy. If it's no longer serving you, let it go. All right, let's see what the Halloween Oracle has to say. Oh, Gemini, no, Libra got this too. Lady de los Muertos. I don't speak Spanish. I'm sorry if I butchered that. I did my best. But I love her. I love her energy. She is absolutely beautiful. If you don't know much about Day of the Dead, look it up. It's fantastic. And the movie The Book of Life is absolutely the cutest movie we love watching it in our household. It's very sweet. And this particular card calls for acceptance and equality. So accept yourself. Accept yourself for who you are. Accept that the situation might not be what everybody else thinks is right for you. Because who the hell are they? There might be people with well-meaning, well-intentioned advice. We can only speak from our own experiences, right? If you have somebody trying to give you marriage advice that has never been married, take it with a few grains of salt. I'm not saying they're wrong, but how are they going to know if they've never been in a marriage? How are they going to know? And no one knows what's right for us but ourselves. Jack-o'-lantern. So again, like I said, I know it's a Halloween oracle, but something could be happening around Halloween. Maybe you guys are going to a pumpkin patch. Maybe you're carving jack-o'-lanterns. Maybe you just see jack-o'-lanterns. Maybe this is your synchronicity if you choose to make it your sign. But it's also protection. So you are protected. Whatever you do, you are always protected. The divine always comes. They can't interfere in our free will, but they can make darn sure that if we're in a car accident and it's not time, that we are not harmed. Personal experience times like 4. You can always ask for protection. Archangel Michael's great for that. Protect yourself, your energy, your home, your vehicles. Definitely protect yourself before you go to sleep so that in dream state you don't wander off into a dimension you don't want to be in. And just that extra security. Self-love, what did I say? We are the only one. First of all, no one can love us until we love ourselves first. No one can properly love us until we love ourselves first. We also cannot accept that love until we love ourselves first. 2 and 4 is 6. 6 of Cups. I rest my case. And procrastination. So this is an underside of the deck. So this could be what's holding you back. But if you're having an issue with procrastination, if you're procrastinating getting out of this with this Knight of Swords in reverse, if you're procrastinating, I just got a new interpretation for that card. Awesome. Thanks, Spirit. And thanks, guys, because the reading is for you. So if you are procrastinating getting out of a bad situation because of whatever it might be, stop that. Work on ways to get out of that energy. Not a bad idea to start with self-love and self-care. All right, guys, hopefully that resonated well for you. Check out your other placements for additional pieces to the puzzle, or maybe they resonate more for you. And as always, please feel free to contact me to book your own personal private reading. This is general, but we can go deeper with your own personal reading. All of my information is in the description box below. You can follow me on social media or email me to book your own private reading. So thank you so much for watching. Take care.